Hey guys, what's good? Gio here. Welcome back to Unorthodox. Today we're having an unboxing and a detailed look on the Li-Ning Sonic 8. So without further ado, let's get into the shoes. This is actually my first pair of Li-Ning shoes. Their poster child is like Dwayne Wade, right? And he's like out of the league. He's retired. He's old, man. The next generation of shooting guards to be wearing Li-Ning would have to be CJ McCollum. He alternates between this and the Li-Ning Speed 6. I've been wearing those for like a year, 2 years now. All right, starting off with the traction, you got a combination of your translucent rubber and your solid rubber on the outsole. Traction pattern is radial. Dare I say greatest traction of all time? I don't know, maybe to some people. I know, I grew my hair. Anyway, going back, you got your infinity loop, which is what they're calling on the Li-Ning website. And I guess it acts as your torsional support. It doesn't have too much of a give, and that traction pattern sits on the cushioning system, which is a light foam. So the light foam is actually caged in the front of the shoe. Out here in the back, it is all free-flowing. Kind of reminds you of the Adidas Explosive, where it's caged on the outer and inside it's free to flex. The cushion system, that light foam system, is a tightly packed EVA foam. So we got to look at the materials on the top of the shoe. That is a woven mesh. Kind of has that good blend of black and red hits interwoven with one another. To round out the front of the shoe, you got your stitching. Kind of reminds me of like a 5950 cap with an embroidered Li-Ning logo. And the middle part of the shoe, you got your containment. It's basically a plastic which is glued onto the base of the shoe, which keeps you caged in. Right around the back of the shoe is still textile, but it's more of a screen type mesh. I think a Hyperdunk 2012 had these. They do remind me of that. Going back to the front of the shoe, you got your lacing system, and it is pretty dynamic. I have tried these on, and what's nice about the lacing system is that if you can tighten it the front of the shoe, the middle of the shoe, and in the top of the shoe, because it's not one piece, reminiscent to the first gen, kind of like fly wire, but it's not really a wire. It's a thread pretty much as thick as the laces themselves. On the back of the shoe, you have your feels like premium leather, along with a dotted Li-Ning logo. Moving on to the tongue is your typical screen mesh and neoprene on the upper part of the tongue. The insole looks like a foam bed, foam cutout. It is a little beefed on the bottom of the shoe. So moving on to the fit, I did go to a 10.5, and 10.5 was good for me. This is my very first Li-Ning shoe, but I did seem to get the right size for me, given that I do wear size 11 for Nikes. So yeah, these do run a little wide. If you did want to get these yourself, I suggest going to your true to size. For the support, I have walked around in these, and containment does vary with how tight you lace up your shoes. So that pretty much takes care of the unboxing and first look on the Li-Ning Sonic 8. We will be looking to test these out within the week, so stay tuned for that. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay safe out there.